Do you know what today is? It's my anniversary. 1 year in tech sales as an SDR. What's it been like? Let's get to it. Run the intro, please.
Don't play me, pay me. Cut the tech.
What up, Cut the Tech family. Welcome back. I am your host. I am your boy. I am your guide. I am your man, Dre. My wife, my mother, and my grandmother, they all call me Andre. But y'all, if you are not them three lovely ladies, don't call me Andre. Well, what up, y'all? We are here to celebrate, man. It has been 1 year today, the day of this recording. March 2nd is my 1 year anniversary in tech sales. Right. And so y'all who have been following me from the beginning, man, Cut the Tech has been just me basically chronicling my journey from the day I decided to take a online boot camp called CourseCareers to learn how to be an SDR or sales development representative so that I could break into the tech industry. And at the time, man, when I started, I didn't know if this was going to work. Right. I didn't know what was in store for me. All I know was I was at a place in life where I desperately needed a change. In fact, if you go watch this video right here, that's the first video that I posted on this channel. And you can physically look at my face and look at the guy in that picture and see, yo, that dude was struggling. He was going through something. Fast forward, man, I just wanted to kind of reflect on some of the things that have happened over the journey to save the long intro and everything. I did a video about halfway into the situation called Tech Sales Saved My Life. In fact, it's this video right here. You can go watch that to kind of figure out where I was mentally at the time that I was trying to make this transition and some of the things I was going through. It's a super transparent video that I did, one that a lot of people have resonated with. And so I just wanted to kind of give a couple of the high points, right? I know social media is full of everybody's highlight reel, right? And if you're not careful, you can just watch people's lives all day and start to feel like, hey, I'm not doing something right or things are falling apart. But one thing I've learned is that the journey is the part that's most impressive, because you become the person who is worthy of the reward during the journey, right? And then you'll never really actually reach the destination because you're always growing to try to go and be something else, right? And so I just wanted to reflect and just hit some of the highlights, some of the things that I've loved about this journey so far, man. Being a sales development rep is something that I absolutely enjoy, right? I love showing up to work every day. I love talking to people. I love booking meetings, me and my AEs that I work with, because my particular job now, I have 3 AEs I work with, and all 3 of them are dope. Like, we work together as a team. We come up with schemes and game plans, and then I just go to work, right? And my job is to, get a hold of people and set up meetings for them. And then I like to see them win also, right? And so we encourage each other. We push each other. I love the freedom of being in tech. There were a lot of perks that I was looking for when I first was researching going into the tech field. I kept hearing things like unlimited PTO or working fully remote. And I kept hearing about the way that there's a lot of freedom in the sense that there's nobody really like standing over your shoulder saying, get it done. One thing I love about my particular company I work for is we have a sense of autonomy. Now, we are employees. We're not business owners, right? That's a fact. We have a boss, we have a manager, all that good stuff. But I just had a conversation with my manager the other day, and he was like, Dre, what do you think I'm doing well? And I said, one of the things I think you do well is the fact that you allow us to be autonomous, right? Like, there's a freedom that if you're performing and you got other stuff that you need to do, like, it's a work-life balance here, right? When I was trying to get into tech at the time, just quickly, I was working 2 full-time 40-hour-a-week jobs and doing DoorDash on the side. My biggest thing was I was never spending time with my family, on top of the fact that I was broke, right? It's one thing to be working hard and be compensated for it. I was working myself to death and I was still broke, right? I ain't like that at all. Now I'm in a position where I work from home, right? Doing what I do from home for the hours I put in at my job. I'm well compensated for it, and I don't miss anything, right? My youngest son is playing sports in middle school. Their sporting events are like right after school's out. First and foremost, who does that? Who makes a kid's basketball game at 3:15 in the afternoon? Don't you know people have to work? But apparently they do it for people who, I guess they think all the parents have jobs like mine. Where if my son has a game, I could just say, hey, I'm done with work right now. I'm going to go to my son's game. I haven't missed a game. Like, I don't miss anything anymore. So that work-life balance is better. Mentally, there's so much more clarity that I have. I'm able to work out more. I love working out, right? Another perk, since I've been in tech, I have lost over 40 pounds. That's right. I'm looking good. Oh, fly out here, fresh. You know what I mean? 40 wear. But I love it. I'm back to being active. I'm able to take care of me. I'm able to do things like I have a chiropractor I go to often, right? I take time to go get massages. I'm able to take care of myself physically, mentally, emotionally, because one, I have the finances to do it and I have the time to do it, right? And I do it from home. But the biggest thing that would happen for me personally, since I broke into the tech, is I've been able to partner with CourseCareers, the company that I took the course with, and now I'm a coach with them. And so if anybody knows anything about me, coaching, mentoring, encouraging people is just my natural thing that I do. It's a passion I have. I would do it for free. I'm not going to do it for free because y'all know my motto. Don't play me, pay me. It's something that God has given me that I naturally do, right? And so when they hit me up and like, yo, we're looking for some coaches, I was like, I would love to do that, right? And so not only was I able to start coaching, I was so successful with coaching. Right now, I am, according to the to all the reviews and everything, I'm the #1 coach on CourseCareers by God's grace, right? I don't do anything special but just share my story and be me. I'm 100% Dre all day, every day. And that has put me in a position where I'm able to put even more finances in my family's house, in my household. But more importantly to me is I get to see myself making an impact in people's lives. To date, I've helped over 50 students graduate and land their jobs, right? And on top of that, CourseCareers reached out to me and was like, hey, we want to start doing cohorts. They made me one of the first coaches to ever do cohorts for students in CourseCareers. And so now I meet with students for an 8-week period, 1 hour a week for 8 weeks. And I help take them from no experience whatsoever, where I was in January of last year, right? And then in 8 weeks, I see them transform into professional SDRs who are out here landing interviews, landing jobs, and their entire lives changed over 8 weeks. For me, that's something that's priceless, right? Now, again, I do put a price on it. We're here to get paid, right? We not gonna do nothing for free no more, right? But I love it, man. I'm able to share my story. You know, I'm able to, by God's grace, I'm able to share my faith, because my story of where I come from and my faith are so closely intertwined that I can't separate them. So as I'm helping people, you know, financially, I'm also helping people spiritually, even people who don't share my same faith. Like, I'm able to serve them, right, and help them and love them, and that is amazing to me, right? Speaking of sharing my story, I got the opportunity to go on Anthony O'Neill's show, which was the show where I heard about tech to begin with, and it changed my life. I was able to go on there and share my story, and now I'm seeing people hit me up, say, hey, I saw you on Anthony O'Neill's show. Your story really changed my life. You know, it really encouraged me. I'm in the same position. I'm over 40 years old and I'm trying to make a career pivot. Y'all, I didn't know if that was going to work for me. I started sharing the content all because I was at a place where I needed to be creative again. I'm a creative person. And while I was working 90 hours a week, I wasn't able to create. And so anybody out there that's a creative, y'all know, if we're not creating, we feel like we're dying. And that's where I felt. And so this opened the way for me to kind of start sharing the story, creating, being innovative in what I do, and finding dope ways and fly ways to tell my story. Right. And so, man, it's just been an all around blessing, man, to see where I'm at now compared to where I was a year and a half ago. I really couldn't have envisioned this when I was sweating away in that Amazon plant at my second job at the Amazon plant where they told me we couldn't have headphones. But I'm like, yo, bro, I'm grown. I'm 40 years old. I got a wife and kids. And if I need to talk to them, they're going to be able to call me. So what I do, what anybody would do, I snuck and put my ear pods in, put my hoodie up, and I'll find podcasts to listen to, right? Depressed at the bottom of where I'm physically, mentally, emotionally, just out of it. But at the same time, now that I look back on it, God had me there too for a reason. There were certain people I got to minister to and speak life into, even though I was going through the darkest time of my life, and saw them get encouragement by me being there. And I would not be in this position I'm in right now had I not gone through that. So looking back on it, I'm grateful. I heard somebody say before, and I shared this quote here before, but somebody said a lot of times in life, we're so busy praying and trying to get to the next thing that we forget that right now you're at a space living out what it is that you was praying for before. Right. So I've learned to be grateful along the way, and to just follow wherever God wants me to go. And so I love you guys. I thank you guys for kind of checking in. Like anybody that's been inspired by my videos and shared that with me, that encourages me. You know, I'm happy to be able to encourage you. But I'm gonna continue to doing that, right? But you guys have been here with me since day one, and so I wanted to make sure that I come along and share with you where I'm at now with my 1 year mark of the journey. It's been great, man. It's been great. What's next? I don't know. I have certain goals and things I want to do, but I'm at a space in life right now where I'm like, all right, God, this is my plan. I've got it written out, but if you want me to pivot, I'm cool with that. So I'm trying to be sensitive to what he wants me to do. But at this point, I'm coaching, I'm training, I'm mentoring. I am loving that aspect of what I do. And so if you're somebody on here and you're looking to break into tech sales, you've been thinking about it, look, CourseCareers. That's the course I took. 84 days from the time I signed up for CourseCareers to the time I landed my first SDR job. It's possible. Link for it is below. I have an affiliate code down there. If you click it, sign up for the free introductory tech sales course. And if you like it, you can pay for it. And that link will save you $50, right? But then when you get there, if you want some coaching, you can holler at Coach Dre. You can talk to me one-on-one. We can do one-on-one coaching. I also do the 8-week cohort. So if you're somebody that says, hey, I want to be able to do this in the form of a classroom with other students, and I want to be able to move around that way collectively because I think I could do it better, holler at your boy. That's what I do. You know what I mean? So look, man, rather you're here and you just kind of been watching my story and being encouraged by it, great. I appreciate you guys being here. If you are somebody who's here because you've been peeking in, like, I want to be able to figure out what this is about, come on and join us, man. I'm telling you, I started this channel with one reason. Go back and watch my first video, and I told you my thing was I was going to look into the tech industry, and I was going to go over there and say, is some money over there for real? And if it was, I was going to come back and tell y'all some money over there. Let me tell y'all something. There's some money over here. I want to be able to help you come along the journey with me, man. If we want to go and break into tech like I did, let's go, right? I put you in position so we can tell these people our motto. And y'all know the motto. Say it with me. Don't play me, pay me. Cut the tech. You heard?
Don't play me, pay me. Cut the tech.